equations. Now let me give you a few basic things. Let's understand a few basic things. What is an expression is? Here, let's talk about mathematical expressions first. You might be knowing that. Let's talk about mathematical expressions. Now, what is a mathematical expression? It's very simple. 9 plus 2 is an expression. It's a mathematical expression. 7 by 2 plus 4 is an expression, mathematical expression. 9 plus 7 is also a mathematical expression. So when you talk about mathematical expression, you can take a simple example, something like 9 plus 2, 7 by 2 plus 4, or maybe 9 plus 7. So it involves, numbers with addition between them. So these are the simple, examples of mathematical expressions. Now, you have something called mathematical statements. Mathematical statements. Let's understand what our mathematical statements are. Right? Let's understand that. What is a mathematical statements? Mathematical statement is, if the statements are connected with inequalities, something like you have a greater than, this is called greater than inequality, greater than. Next, you have something called less than inequality. You have something called this is called equality. Is that less than or equal to? Greater than, less than, or equal to. If they are connected with this, statements, this is called greater than inequality, this is called less than inequality, and this is called equality symbol. So, what is an equation is? Let's understand. Check this. Now, what is an equation is? If you can see this here, let's understand this. Just a second. This is the actual concept what we are going to discuss today. What is an equation? Before we get into linear equation, let's understand what is an equation first is. Here, if you understand, if two numerical expressions joined or connected by the symbol is equal to, then the combination is called as an equation. Here, if two numerical expressions are joined or connected by the symbol equal to, then the combination is called as equation. For example, let's take two expressions. Something like I have one expression 2x plus 3. Let's say I have another expression, 4x plus 7. Now, if these two expressions are connected, something like with the symbol equality, it's something like 2x plus 3 is equal to 4x plus 7. Clearly, if you understand, here, this is one as, what do you call an equation. So, if two expressions are joined, if two numerical expressions are connected, are joined by the symbol equality, then the combination is called an equation. So here, this is one expression, 2x plus 3. This is another expression, 4x plus 7. Now, these two expressions are connected by a symbol equality. So, we call it as an equation. So, this is an equation. Is this clear? Now, here in this equation, yes, this expression on the left hand side, clearly if you observe something, now this equality symbol is, this equality symbol is separating two expressions. Equality is called a equation. Two numerical expressions are connected by symbol equality is called a equation. Now this is one expression, this is one expression, these two expressions are connected with the symbol equality, so we call it as an equation. Here, clearly this equality symbol, if you observe, this equality symbol, what exactly is doing? Clearly these two expressions are separated by a equality symbol. There's an expression on the left hand side, there's an expression on the right hand side. Now the expression on the left hand side is called left hand side expression, we call it as LHS, and this is called RHS. This 4x plus 7 is called right hand side. the abbreviation for it is right hand side. So we call this as LHS. This is called RHS. So there is LHS, RHS in the equation. These two expressions are separated by a equality symbol. Now here, whenever you talk about the solutions, every equation have some solutions. One thing you need to understand, every equations have solutions. Now what are solutions are? For example, here in this equation, 2x plus 3 is equal to 7. In this equation, 2x plus 3 is equal to 4x plus 7. Here, if you can observe, what is the solution is? Solution is nothing but it's a value of this variable x. It's a value of this variable x which satisfies this particular equation. It's a value of this variable x which satisfies this particular equation is called solution of equation. Means we need to find the value of x which satisfies LHS and which satisfies RHS. Which satisfies LHS and which satisfies RHS. Here, first thing, let's understand what is an equation is, and then we'll talk about the solution of equation. So equation is nothing but it's a numerical expression connected by a symbol equal to. It's called an equation. Here, two expressions are clearly separated by a symbol equal to, so we call it as an equation. The equation on the left hand side is called LHS. The equation on the right hand side is called, the expression on the right hand side is called RHS. We separate them as, we denote them as LHS and RHS. So here 2x plus 3 is called left hand side expression, 4x plus 7 is called right hand side expression. So whenever you talk about solution of expression, now what is the solution is? Solution is nothing but it's a value of this variable x. It's a value of this variable x which satisfies this particular equation. Means you need to find the value of x which satisfies this particular equation. So it is satisfying this equation means it should satisfy LHS, it should satisfy RHS, and both should be equal. So what does it mean solutions is? We'll come back to it. I'll give you another screen there. I'll share another screen. First, every one of you write this statement. What is that? What is an equation is? Complete this statement. Everyone write this statement. If two numerical expressions are joined or connected by the symbol equal to, then the combination is called as an equation. Please write that. Just now we've been discussing what is LHS and RHS notations are. Here, the sign of equality is an equation which divides it into two sides, namely the left hand side, and the right hand side, written as LHS and RHS. Simple example to give you here, two numerical expressions have been given. One is called 6x plus 2, the other one is called 9x minus 5. Here, what is happening here? Clearly, 6x plus 2 is equal to 9x minus 5. Here, your 6x plus 2 is called LHS. Is that? It's called LHS, and this 9x minus 5 is called an expression on the RHS. So this is called LHS and RHS. So I want everyone to write this also. What is LHS and RHS notation is? You should understand, okay. LHS means in any equation, your LHS means your left hand side expression. RHS means right hand side expression. So I want everyone to take this also. What is that? Your LHS and RHS notations. So what is that? The sign of equality is an equation. Divide it into two sides, namely the left hand side and the right hand side, written as LHS and RHS respectively. Please take this. I'm sure everyone can see this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, take this. How what is an LHS and RHS notation is here? Your 6x plus 2. Here, 6x plus 2 is called LHS expression. Here, 9x minus 5 is called RHS expression. Right. Let's go for the next concept.